Hey guys, it's Vanessa and I have one of my all-time favorite comfort food recipes to share with you today. And if you're like me, you are absolutely going to love it. So today I'm going to make goulash. It's one of my childhood recipes that I grew up on. My family made like double batches of it because we all loved it so much, and I'm going to share it with you today, okay? So I got things started already. So I just ground up some ground beef and onions. So if you are a busy person and you want to get things done ahead, just go ahead and get this done beforehand. You can always pop it in the freezer, pull it out when you want a quick meal, and voila, right? You can't go wrong with ground beef and onion, right? So I've got about 2 pounds of ground beef, 1 onion, and now what I'm going to do is add in some spaghetti sauce here. One of the big cans. Let me see, just get that going. I'll wipe it here out in a second. And I've got 28 ounces of diced tomatoes. I'm going to add those in too. Okay, and I think I'm doing things a little bit out of order, but really it's okay. No harm, no foul, right? So just stick these off to the side. Let me scrape this one out a little bit while these are warming up. So these are one of the recipes that if you want a big batch to feed a crowd, this is going to be your winner, right? So my family would double this. We would have leftovers for days. And it's just a great one, okay? So lunch, dinner. If you like it cold, you can have it for breakfast too, right? So leftovers all around. So we're just going to mix that up here. Give it a little spin. Let those tomatoes and the tomato sauce get nice and hot. And now we're going to press some garlic. I probably should have pressed the garlic beforehand. Honestly, if you're going to be freezing the meat, just go ahead and get the garlic taste in there anyway, right? So I love just doing my meat up ahead. You can do it for like tacos, sloppy joes, meatloaf. Actually, not meatloaf. But, you know, anything like this. Get the base done early, especially if you're a busy person. Do as much as you can beforehand. So got my garlic press. I'm just going to press 3 cloves of garlic in here. Measure cheese, chocolate, and garlic with your heart. That's what I always say, right? But this time we're actually just going to put 3 in. So I'll get that out here. Put the other 2 in. I love garlic. Gives it lots of delicious flavoring. I'm making a mess with my press here, but it's going right into the wash anyway. Okay. Last one, the tomatoes are getting heated up. So with the cost of meat these days, you know, you can skimp down on the meat even if you want, because the macaroni is going to make up for it. So it's a great way that you can make your grocery budget go just a little bit further, which is always a win, right? So we've got this going on here. Now we're going to add in some seasonings. So I've got some Italian seasoning. I'm just going to do about 1.5 tablespoons. Now, I'm not going to measure this one. I'm just going to use the cap for a guide because I can tell that I know where about 1 tablespoon is. And honestly, what happens if you're wrong, right? So I'll just do about 1.5 tablespoons, maybe 2, maybe less. I don't really know. So got that. Now we're going to add some salt and pepper. So 2 teaspoons of salt. Add that right on top. Got that. Now we're going to do about 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Add that in here too. Whoop. Almost did it the other way. If I would have poured it, I would have made a mess. I know myself. Okay, throw that in there. We're going to give this a nice spin. This is a recipe too that your kiddos can help out with. They can help measure, dump stuff in, get everybody involved, right? So you can do a big stock pot of it. I'm just going to do this in a 12-inch skillet tonight because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have enough room, okay? So we've got that happening. I could be wrong. I guess we'll find out in a few minutes. So everything is good to go here. We've got our cooked meat with the onion, the garlic, the pepper, not peppers, the pizza, I can't even talk today. The diced tomatoes, the sauce, salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. So that is it. Okay, so I'm going to share a little cheat with you. So I hate boiling noodles. I don't have the attention span for it because they like bubble over, they make a mess, and then you have to deal with that. Plus, you're like dirtying a full other pot. So I actually did mine in the microwave today. So I know I'm going to probably get flack from some of the people who are like, you're never supposed to boil noodles. I'll be truthful. I totally do it. I do it for about 14 minutes in the microwave. I do about 7 minutes, give it a spin, put it in for another 7 minutes, and they're done, okay? So I have my, lost my hot pads here. I have my macaroni noodles here, elbow macaroni. So I just put 1 pound in here, put some water on top to make sure that they were all covered through to the microwave, and voila, right? So work smarter, not harder. That's what I have to say. So I'm just going to scoop these out and put them right inside here. And honestly, what I normally do is just throw a whole box of chicken broth right on top because my kids are super picky. And they usually, when I do noodles, they don't want any sort of red sauce on. But craziness, they actually like the goulash. So it doesn't make any sense. And it just shows that they're a little bit weird. So we'll just dump all of this right on top here. The noodles were already cooked. All of our other ingredients were already cooked. So quite honestly, if you wanted to make some of this the night before and then just do the noodles right before you're ready to serve, just heat everything back up, totally works out fine. So let me get the rest of these right inside here. Easy peasy. Give this another spin. And now, my favorite part of this entire recipe, and I had no idea this was even an ingredient, is about a cup, give or take, of cheddar cheese. Who would ever guessed, right? So that's what's going to give you all of the delicious stickiness and flavor and everything else. Honestly, I had no idea there was any cheese in here, but it works and it's amazing and you're going to thank me later, right? So just stir this up. Guys, this is so much better than like Hamburger Helper. You're going to be like, oh. So if you've never tried goulash before, you totally have to. It's going to become one of your cold weather staples. You're going to love, love, love it. And with just a few ingredients, you're going to be like, why haven't I made this more often, right? So we've got this all stirred up here. I have some freshly grated cheese because that's the only way to do it, right? So just put some of this in here. Measure cheese, chocolate, garlic with your heart. Seriously. So this is about half a block of cheese. You'll find that if you get it by the block and you grate it yourself, it goes further, it's going to melt better, it's going to taste better, and you're not going to get any of those gross preservatives. So it's just better all the way around. So I'm just going to spoon this in here, give it another spin, and voila. So you are going to love, love, love this. I know my family is going to love it, and you absolutely can't go wrong. So if you wanted to put this in the oven to finish it off, you totally can, but I'm like, why? Your stovetop's already hot, everything's going to melt in here together, and you don't need to. And I was totally right. Everything fit right inside this 12-inch skillet here, so I didn't have to dirty another dish, and quite honestly, dinner is served. Check that out. All right, so let me know if you make this. Can't wait to hear how you like it. Bye, guys.